Hey guys, this is Tigers coming back to you with part 5 of Monster Hunter World. And if you didn't see part 4, quite frankly you didn't miss too much, but you did miss some things. Now, explaining this, I was messing around with the character customization and I was like, I typically always play male characters, apart from Overwatch and Marvel Rivals where it's a case of, doesn't really matter. And why I have done a run on Monster Hunter World using a female character, I actually wanted to mess around and see what customization options you do have, because I've done it once for male, but I didn't give it a proper chance when I did it through a female, and quite frankly, with a tiny bit of help from YouTube, I actually think this looks pretty decent. Plus, I do kind of think some of the armors do look bad with female characters, because this is Tobi-Kadachi. Instead of looking like what it does, it actually looks like a nice set of armor. And if anyone did see part 4, you would have seen my Anjanath armor set, which I will quickly show off now. I have also made another armor set. And this is Anjanath's armor set. Same armor, just different genders. And quite frankly, I do kind of think this is cool, which basically, I think I said in part 1, that Monster Hunter in general, I wouldn't say it's a thing within Wilds, which came out like last year, or early this year. I'm pretty sure it was early this year. But like World and Rise basically have a thing where it's like, they make the female characters look more like that, like how I currently do now with certain armor sets, and they make the male armor sets of the same equivalent look like strong buff knights. And I don't completely I'm surprised they didn't just go down the route of each like one set of armor per one set of armor for the thing, but they did do 2. Now the other armor set I did make, guys, again, I will quickly go over if you didn't see part 4, but I did make Palumu, and I'll show you why. In part 4, we got our ass kicked by Legiana. We went toe-to-toe with things like Raudoban, perfectly fine, carried on exploring. Then when it came to Legiana quest, actually it's just gonna be easy to show in here.
Oi, oi.
The reason I made Palumu, I spent the whole of today hunting Palumu. I then changed like the gender of my character halfway through the day. I'll also go over a few of the armor sets quickly, and then I basically was like, oh, I forgot like how cool Tobi-Kadachi kind of looks on like female characters. It goes from looking more, do I really want to make this, to I kind of like how this looks. Got the Cascon, you got Bone, which doesn't look too bad. Hunter, Chainmail, Leather. Also, Leather's one of the biggest changes because it goes from looking more what it did to this. World's biggest deal in the world. But guys, I don't know why in Monster Hunter World, it's that one game where it's like, I kind of prefer playing as like the female character. Also, the only difference is the underneath. It's literally just a case of that now. Unfortunately, actually, I'm pretty sure I can, but basically, guys, I just went for simplistic design. Now, even if I wanted to change back, I can't, because you only get, I think per character you get one one voucher to change a character. Because this is the 3rd character I've played through in this game, and I've done like 3 different customizations. I think 4, because I've used the voucher for 1. But first of all, we're gonna go and hunt Legiana. I want my revenge. But it's the reason I went after Palumu, guys. We also unlocked
We need to clear the way so we can fly down to the base of the Rotten Vale. The airship will get knocked out of the sky.
Completely forgetting, because like some armor sets, you need a bunch of different stuff for late game. Which is why I'm thankful for like armor sets like Tobi Kadachi. Got up to area 12 because it'll be up there. But then when it's a case of you need this one item, that this one like you need one pelt to is it one pelt? Had the notes. Also, something I did completely forget about in does end up in a Swestler because I'm not gonna want to. Don't you dare! Don't you. Apologies in advance for any screaming coming from Legiana. Okay, we're going on it. But again, I don't know much about Gardener. I just know the odd bit from Batman Brave and Bold, Young Justice, and why I have not seen it yet. I've seen clips from Superman. He's also very much immature. Like the dude literally just puts a middle finger up to someone. Again, guys, if you didn't see part 4, no, don't stop practicing. I felt like there was a load. And guys, when it does come to Monster Hunter, I basically come for like an hour and a half to about 2 hours. So it kind of depends on what we get done in that time. So Tweet Master.
Incredible.
So your first words are impressive and incredible, not you look different. Fair enough. Something that I do think is kind of cool in the Monster Hunter world, even like because you can like edit your character kind of at any point as long as you've got a voucher to do it. I kind of wish there was also a case of if you don't, you could pay for currency to do it. I'm surprised they don't. It might be a thing in Rise or Wilds. I'm not 100% sure. But you know, it's not in World. Now our ship will make a descent into the lowest depths of the Rotten Vale. Slightly forgot the fact that we were doing this just to go deeper into the Vale. Just say the word when you're ready.
All right, the time has come. Let's head down to the bottom of the Vale.
Nah, guys, I'm not gonna go and hunt Legiana again. I will basically do that in between episodes. By in between episodes, I mean more likely by part 6 we'll have full Legiana. So we have Ingot. An Ingot set of armor, which doesn't look too bad. But we also have Legiana, which to me looks kind of cool. Because I do know roughly what the male one looks like, because I can roughly remember. It's kind of like that, but less flesh and more, you know, night armor. Like I say, male character-wise, a lot of the armor sets are more. Imagine a base set of like an iron, like metal armor, metal knight armor, and then just imagine a few key point details from each monster put on. At some point, I'm like in the future, I might do a comparison. Like I might potentially do a comparison between low rank, high rank, master rank. We can make one piece of Legiana. See, the big thing is going to be Legiana plate, but if we get a few, like, it's also hunting a few Shamans, which aren't too bad. Like, I'm going after it to make the full set of armor anyway. The only time I don't put, essentially, I need to sort this for myself first, is if it's a case of an armor set that I don't plan to make for myself, but looks kind of cool for my cat.
Magdaros down here somewhere. I have a feeling I know what the Rotten Vale is.
And yes, guys, this is just Rotten Vale. It's just like a other part of it, like a deeper part of it.
Wait, I'm going to. Yikes! Don't touch it!
Should imagine that.
I know we've reached the bottom.
Ah, so she gets to bring her ass to cover up for being down here, but we don't.
But what happened to Zora Magdaros?
Also, I like
There's no
that fact
place
of how
else to
I don't
go.
think it's all cutscenes because I can't remember. But like some cutscenes, I'm gonna say some at the very least, how they just don't have your cat in there because it's like we don't want to start messing around with all that. Oh, Odogaron. Forgot the Hellhound showed up. Have you got bigger? Hey, I said Hellhound for a reason.
What are
What the hell? Oh, you made a crossbow using one of those things.
Don't stop! Keep going! We can't leave her! No, she can't hold that thing off. We've got to help her.
We?
I hope she's okay.
We? Although I will say, I'm getting to the point where I do need to make a better weapon. And I will probably take care of that in the episode. Just have a look through long swords. Odogaron's hit didn't do too much damage, but the explosion will halfway to health on that attack then. Although, this cape is really interfering with the longsword. Ninja Storm! Like, I don't think I will cut through it, but it'd be nice. Something's broke on it. Also guys, if you are new around here, please like and subscribe. I will say, half this game is just about ducking. Also, a reason why I generally pop a load of poison stuff is, one, creatures you'd be surprised how often they love to run through it. Two, if you pre-pop them, they'll dry up eventually and then you won't have to deal with it. Yes!
You okay, Carter? I'm waiting for you back at camp.
It's captured, meaning I don't, like, no point in getting to it anyway. Oh, thank the Lord. I mean, I say thank the Lord. I'm not religious in the first place.
Where is she? I thought she'd be with you.
No.
I'm going out for another look.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You're okay. I was scared to death.
All right, easy.
Handler, just
easy.
quickly gonna remind you.
I'm just glad that you're not hurt. Thank you. I was planning to hide until it moved on, but, well, you saved me the trouble.
Again, quickly gonna remind you, Handler. We don't know who this lady properly is.
That's enough.
We have no proof that she says who she says she is.
Now, we had a deal, don't you remember? Did you learn all you could about the Veil? Now tell
mean,
me
no.
everything. What did you feel out there?
Why would I want to learn anything about the Veil in the first place?
I think the Veil is where the monsters come to die.
It is.
It's their graveyard, and this whole land is a vast ecosystem revolving around it.
Heh. Come on. You're right. The Veil is where monsters come to rest. They sense the end and make their way here. Their bodies become nutrients that feed the coral highlands. From death rises new life, which after a cycle returns to the Veil to die again. It's an ecological marvel. One that easily dwarfs any I have ever seen.
Yeah.
But, have you really considered the important question?
What's that?
Who's at the heart of it? What monster could serve as the nutrients for a system this large? What's the mystery behind the Elder Crossing? You know the answer.
They die here.
Bingo! An Elder's death is the catalyst. The Veil is Zora Magdaros' resting place. Or at least it should be. The clues are all here, but Zora is nowhere to be found.
It was drawing in energy, storing it as it moved on. Was it trying to deliver it somewhere?
I don't know. But I know who might. The first Wyverians have lived here much longer than us. Seek them out. Look, it's raining life. If only I could live another 300 years. Maybe that would be just long enough to see the end of this changing of the guard. Friends, you go finish this. I want to stay here a while longer. See
I mean,
what
I kind of
death
get
has
one
to
staying
give
for a
and
higher
life
ranch for a
has to
while longer.
bring.
It's kind of nice.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah, technically speaking, why I've been back to the area recently. Based on Commander, it's been a while. Good work with your field reports on the Coral Highlands and Rotten Vale. Did you mean the fact of just because it's the Serpent Darmadeur? Which, guys, for a good while, I was told it was Darmadeur by me. That might have mentioned it was an Elder Dragon, that Darmadeur was an Elder Dragon. I completely forget if he did. I did not remember if it was in that case, or did not know it was. That the Elder Dragon's graveyard, so to speak, we should start focusing on the Commission's effort there. So, guys, from what I can basically pinpoint and simplify is, most creatures go to the Rotten Vale as a resting place, as a final day sort of thing. If anyone has seen How to Train Your Dragon, more specifically Race to the Edge, a series it is on Netflix, that basically takes place 3 years after Riders and Defenders of the Burg, which takes place straight after How to Train Your Dragon 1, and then Race to the Edge takes place 3 years after that, which takes place 2 years before the second movie. there was a place in Race to the Edge where dragons go to die. I can't remember what the place is called, but it's essentially their final resting place. Except for Night Furies, there was no like evidence to prove that they'd ever been there. So, the same to assume that the Elder Dragon Graveyard. We can safely assume that the Elder Dragon Graveyard, so to speak, we should start focusing the Commission's effort there. Yeah, so going based on that sense alone, I think there's potentially just a new area where the Elder Dragons go and sacrifice themselves. They're Elder Dragons, they're not going to want to die with puny little peasant creatures. Because why would, you know, Nergigante want to, or Zorak Magnaros want to go and die next to, you know, something like Ogogron or Legiana? Although in creatures' cases where they spawn in the Rotten Vale, do they just stay there their whole lives? Ogogron can spawn up in the Coral Highlands too, which makes sense. I think most things that... I think the Gyarados are the only things that you can't see up in the Coral Highlands. The question is where Zorak Magnaros has gone, if not in the graveyard anymore. And the first Wyverians may be able to answer that question. I looked into it, and the closest sighting of the first Wyverians was in the Ancient Forest.
Do this.
Head out there on an expedition and see if you can track them down.
The first Wyverians might be able to tell us where Zora Magdaros is.
Guys, got a tiny bit of explaining to do. One, I will show you the cutscene that we did see. Two, this episode might be slightly longer, and three, basically we get sent to the Ancient Forest to find the first Wyverian. She says we're not worthy, and I quote, "What do you mean not worthy?" Until we basically prove it. Fighting Rathalos and then Diabolos, of what is known as a fiery thorn upon the forest, a horned tyrant below the sands. These are the last two fights in low rank. I'm going to try and get them both done at the way. But to explain why, I thought I was... Because guys, I thought I was still recording. Basically, PlayStation I should record up to an hour of footage and you need to record again. And I thought I was. And I said when watching the thumb cutscene... Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Had to sneeze. I said while watching cutscene, it's like perfect thumbnail. Although I will say, lucky from the fact that I choose not to do hunts and expeditions, I'd prefer the backup over the limited life. Like, obviously there are some hunts that it's great to do in expeditions. But there are also some hunts where it's like, you're gonna want multiple people. And I got up to here. And I will go down to that thing in a second. And I got to like here, and like, here, I was standing here. The handler was standing like here, and I was like, How on God's earth did you get up here? How did you avoid the giant fiery T-Rex? It's like, wait, hold on. I bet she used me as a human shield. Just because it's a case of... Look, we had to run past Anjana. Although saying that, I didn't have to run past him this time. I wonder how long it's going to take him to notice that I'm here. That guy's literally right up there being like, it's nice and quiet. Nothing could disturb us. Perfectly safe. I do actually say this in the episode too, which is kind of funny.
The trail seems to stop here.
I'll probably chuck this right in between the case of when we go back, when we actually go after Rathalos in the actual hunt. Oh, what could that be? Again, it's the king of the forest.
A Rathalos!
We weren't actually wearing that gear, we were wearing the Palumo plus the Legiana leggings. But again, it just goes based on what your current set of armor is. Us dodging out the way. Rathalos not happy to see us. It trying to then eat us. Flying straight above us. Us grabbing the handler and literally just going, time to suck and roll, handler. If you want to live, you'll come now. It chucking a fireball and us literally snowboarding straight down. And really questioning how we didn't bump into Angie. Like, it would have been funny to bump into Anjanath Tobi-Kadachi. Or something. Or just have Rathian right down at the bottom being like, hey, I exist.
Hey. Look.
And then this is where we have the conversation with the first Wyverian.
Found you.
But again, in the cutscene, the game literally has us sliding all the way down there. The only difference is the armor we were wearing. And also the thing I said at the end, it's like, handler, that thing would have roasted us alive. Just because I was wearing almost full Palumo plus the Legiana bottoms. The handler was wearing what the handler was wearing. Ah, okay, never mind. Hey, Rathalos! And that's how Rathalos greets you. And if it greets you like that, you know it hates you. Now, hold on, put away the flamethrower. You Charizard wannabe. Also, guys, expect a load of insults towards monsters in this series. It's kind of my thing. Like, I insult the big deadly monster, the monster then kills me as payback. You miss. Even Charizard doesn't miss flamethrower that often. This is how we're gonna play it, Rathalos. I'll stab the wing. Okay, even Rathalos doesn't poison. Rathian doesn't poison this much. Yeah, I expected that. And not just, dying inside a every death because it's annoying. Sometimes I wish I could just take one of my Fatalis weapons from one of my characters and just sort of take it and just give it to this.
Okay, partner.
If I could.
I've set up quests for the Fire Wyvern and the Horned Wyvern.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I only have like 2.
Fire Wyvern and the Horned Wyvern.
Okay, well, this is a case of where we need to go and find it. Unfortunately, guys, Fortunately, guys, I know where it is. Roughly, anyway. Unfortunately, I know where it is. Did it basically, guys, up in, like, the area, like, 6, 8 even, is kind of just its natural resting place. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Jump down here. See, guys, I'm 99% sure all this started from a case of going and being like, well, we want to explore the Rotten Vale more. Because if we don't explore the Rotten Vale more because the Third Fleet Master wanted to explore it more, so if we chose to ignore her, which I don't think was a natural option, but if we chose to ignore her, we then wouldn't have had to go fight Legiana, which then meant we wouldn't have then bumped into Odogaron because we wouldn't have gone further into the Rotten Vale, meaning that we then wouldn't have had to answer the question of what did we learn from the Rotten Vale, but because we didn't find anything else about the Rotten Vale, we wouldn't have found anything else about Zora Magnaros. And because we didn't find anything else about Zora Magnaros, we then wouldn't be searching for its final resting place, because we'd still be searching for its resting place. We wouldn't know the fact there was a difference. Which potentially means we hadn't done all that, we wouldn't have fought Legiana, because we wouldn't have needed to. And we potentially wouldn't be fighting Diablos or Rathalos. Yay! Okay, yeah, we're here. I thought it was in the cave, I was wrong. Now, originally, it puts a lot of influence on, like, those birds. And it's like, oh, Barroth! And it's like, okay, we already fought that thing. It's not exactly easy to fight in the world, but it's like, what, sort of backing out because we don't want to, like, mess with it unless we need to. The Barroth just sort of charges into it. No, can't head. Then those wing giant things decide to piss off Diablos. Who then decides to shove Barrow straight into the ground. And, you know, we start to fall in. And yes, guys, you can fall into the land, like, into the ground from that area if it decides to open up. I think because Diablos opens it up, it's like a weakened area. Which is how you end up in the underground cave, so technically not wrong. But I also don't want to be down here. It kills Barroth. The thing that was a pain in the ass for us to kill, it killed. Diablos. Nice to meet you again. I mean, we accidentally fell into your pit. Granted, we were searching for you, but we did accidentally fall into your pit.
Look at the horns on that thing! You better hope your armor holds up or you're gonna get gored!
It did go further into its nest. I'm saying now this is probably going to be a hunt and fail. I don't have an actual shop. That's nice to know. Probably should have done that after I'd done what I needed to. Since it was mine. Yeah, idiot. I really should not be insulting the thing. Like, I will never learn the lesson of don't insult the monster that can, you know, one-shot you. Thank God. Oh, no, no, no. Darn it. We did a good bit of damage to it. It probably will be something I will punt. So, guys, when I said this was probably going to be slightly longer, well, I was presuming the fact that I was going to end up hunting both of them. That can be done in the next part.
Okay, partner. I've set up quests for the Fire Wyvern.
Yeah, we will go after those two at some other point. Guys, I will add the part where we randomly bump into the thing from randomly bumping into Rathalos. And by randomly, I mean, oh, go look for Rathalos. Like, basically before we go into the Rathalos fight. I will chuck it in between that, and if I don't, I will chuck it at the end. But either way, guys, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you are new around here, please like, subscribe. Should have said it earlier, but you know, roll into the Rathalos thing.